Are you thinking about buying a property to flip for a profit or looking for homes to renovate and hold as rentals here in Calgary? Well, today we're going to analyze an off-market home that is being offered for less than its city-assessed value. There was a tenant in the home and it does need some TLC. So make sure you stay tuned all the way to the end of the video where we'll be deciding if this property is a solid investment opportunity or if it'll cost just a bit too much to make it a solid one for you to hold today.
Allum here, and I'm always on the lookout for homes in need of renovation here in Calgary. As for one, with the thousands of people that have been moving to the city this year, renovating homes can help create more affordable housing options for our city's growing population. And two, updating homes helps to revitalize neighborhoods. The home we're going to take a look at today sits at over 1,900 square feet. It's a two-story. It sits on a cul-de-sac. It's got an unfinished basement, but that basement is a walkout, and it sits here in Calgary's northwest. Now, similar homes with walkouts have sold between $660,000 to $695,000 within the last 60 days. Now, the number that's being thrown around, this one is an off-market property, is $625,000. So it is a significant discount. The question becomes, is that discount enough for it to be a good deal to an investor today? We'll take a look inside. TLC is needed. Now, this is a tenanted property, so I won't be showing too much just out of respect for the tenant stuff. So we'll take a look at that. Then we'll get back to the desk. We'll crunch the numbers and see if this one is a good deal or not. So here we are inside the property. You might be able to see it here, but I'll make sure I get some pictures up for you. So I took a quick walk around. There is a bit of stuff that's going to be needed to be done. So the flooring has been scratched. There's also some moisture damage that could be from the pet that needs to be taken care of. All of the baseboards in the property on the main level and the upper level appear to have been chewed by the dog as well. And there is the odor of pet, potentially urine in here as well. So all of that's going to have to be taken care of. On top of that, let's see, the carpet is fairly trafficked, so that's going to have to be done. And I'll show you the pictures, as I said, of the cabinets. I don't know if it was just cleaning solution or scrubbing or what, but they've all been pretty damaged, even here, the lower cabinets in the kitchen, as well as the ones in the bathroom. But a lot of it is cosmetic, which is good. Doesn't seem to be anything structural. Again, went down into the basement, nothing really to see down there except for the tenants' stuff that's currently in storage. So no signs of cracks or moistures downstairs. So again, fairly solid. So a lot of it is going to be cosmetic, but we'll have to get the contractors quotes to find out exactly what kind of work is going to be needed to redo flooring on the main floor. That's the hardwood, if it could be repaired or replaced. All of the carpet on the upper level, and of course repairs to the cabinetry. So we'll crunch the numbers and we'll see what we got.
So that wasn't too bad, but the numbers may be tight. With the walkout basement, the home could be turned into an upper suite and a legal basement suite. Mainly cosmetic updates would be needed to the existing paint, repair or replacement of the hardwood flooring, carpet, definitely the baseboards, repainting of the kitchen cabinets and the bathroom cabinets. The roof appeared to be in fair shape, and there were no signs of water leaks in the ceiling, but we'll still need a contingency just in case. I didn't note any cracking in the foundation or signs of moisture in the basement either. Being primarily interested in the property for investment, let's look at its after repair value, potential rents, and how long similar homes are taking to sell. We found 6 homes that are most comparable. That's just under the 2,000 square foot mark with similar size and layout that transacted just in the last 60 days. Now, I thought that some of these were actually walkout basements, but they weren't. So the most relevant ones were slightly smaller. Most had unfinished basements, but none of them had walkouts. They all transacted between $660,000 to $689,000. So given the premium that a buyer may pay for a walkout, it's fair to assume a market value between, let's say, $675,000 to $700,000 for our subject property. While there's no direct comparables for our units with legal basement suites, you can assume a price range even higher, but for the sake of argument, for this example, we'll just use those numbers. What about time to sell? The homes are all transacting relatively quickly, with everything selling in under 60 days. An investor looking to buy and hold would need to come up with 20% down payment plus the cost of repairs. We did the math on that and assumed a $625,000 purchase. We're looking at a $125,000 down payment. Let's estimate $25,000 for repairs. And of course, with now your mortgage balance being $500,000, if we're looking at the interest rate at 5.54%, your principal, interest, and taxes takes you somewhere around the $3,400 per month range. Now I'm taking a look at rents on Rent Faster for similar homes in the area, and the rents are only $2,800 to $3,300 per month. That would be a cash yield negative for you. So that's not necessarily going to work. Wouldn't be my first choice. Now, what about if we finish the basement suite? Depending on the materials used and the contractors hired, the prices, of course, could range. But again, for the sake of example, let's estimate $60,000 for a legal one-bedroom basement suite in this area. If we assume the purchase again at $625,000, repaired upstairs with an additional $25,000, and added the basement suite for $60,000, now we're at $710,000, with a conservative market estimate between $675,000 to $700,000. We unfortunately run the risk of doing all this work and paying more than market value. Not great. Could the home value for more once you're done? Yes, but that's speculating. I don't have any numbers directly in front of me to back that up. And any seasoned investor who's been burned by the market correction tries to minimize speculating. Now, renting upstairs and downstairs separately could make it a cash flowing property. 2-bedroom basement suites in the area are renting between $1,300 to $1,500 per month. This one may only have enough room for a 1-bedroom suite though. So, okay, let's say if I'm able to rent the upstairs of the main home for $2,500, that's the top 2 floors, and then $1,000 to $1,100 for the basement if I've got a really nicely appointed 1-bedroom suite downstairs. I might have bought a slightly better than break-even property. But given the amount of work and capital needed, there may be better options on the market for up-down investments today. Not really doing too well so far. What if we tried to renovate it and resell it? At a $625,000 asking price, plus $25K for updates, we're at $650K before we factor in the cost of money and any other holding costs. We likely have a $675,000 to $700,000 property, so that's not bad. Now, if you're going to sell it through the MLS, and let's say we were able to get $700,000 for it, legal fees after buying it, and then legal fees and agent commissions when selling it would add up to about $28,250. So given the estimated price range, after all the fees, that could leave you with a net between $649,000 to $673,000. We were at $650,000 before any holding costs or any contingency funds were even added. If for some reason you went over budget, or the home ended up selling at a lower end of the range, you could easily be upside down on the project. Again, maybe a bit too risky on this one. So what can we conclude? There is a discount on this property, but it's not going to appeal to all investors. At its current price, it would likely go to someone handy, willing to do the work and then live in the property. If they wanted to finish the basement, they could give themselves a mortgage helper to help offset their monthly costs with another rental downstairs. For it to work for more investors, the price unfortunately would have to be significantly lower today. What do you think? Would you speculate on a higher price for the property's after repair value? Is this a house you would repair and live in? Or is it something you would pass on entirely today? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more breakdowns of potential investments here in Calgary. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Drew, and I'll catch you in the next video.